Hi, today we're going to have a quick introduction to points, lines, segments, rays, and angles. So in this lesson, there will be a lot more theory than examples, but it's very important because the rest of geometry is based off of these few terminologies. Okay, let's get started. So our first one is the point. So the point is a dimensionless point, and it has a single location. And it's often denoted by a dot. So if you realize when we're actually denoting it by a dot, we're giving it dimensions in more than a single location. So really you'll never ever see a point in your life, but because it's dimensionless. So I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, it's denoted by a dot, and usually when we draw a point, we label it P. However, sometimes there's a different letter for it. Okay. Next, we have the line. Now, the line goes through at least 2 points, which in this case are A and B, and it never ends. It's infinite. So when you actually say draw a line for a picture, let's say, you're actually telling them to draw a line segment, which has limits at each end, and it's just a segment. It's just a portion of a line. Because a line goes to infinity. So if I were to draw a line in this case, it'd just be like that with maybe A here and B here. Oops. And B here. And so we can actually never draw a line, so we just put arrows at the end. Okay. So we just talked about the line segment, so let's move on to the ray. Now the ray is a hybrid of the line segment and the line, because it has a terminal point. For example, it has the terminal point at one end, but it's infinite on the other end. So again, we can never draw a ray because it just looked like that, but we just put an arrow at the end that's infinite in. Now it's usually denoted through 2 points. So this would be like point A, and you'd call this point B. So we'd have point A and point B. Now, a good way to remember a ray is the sun. So, for example, when you have the sun, let's draw a quick sun. So here's my sun. What do suns have? What do suns have? Rays, right? They have rays. That's why when you say sunlight rays. And remember, these go to infinity because they're reaching you all the way on Earth, which is billions of miles away. Millions of miles away. So you can remember these sunlight rays as infinite. And that's why rays are also infinite at one point, because it starts at the sun and goes all the way to Earth and beyond. Okay, well, let's start to look at the next one, which is the angle. Now, an angle, there's 2 rays that meet together at one point. Now, if you remember from earlier lessons, we measure lines in centimeters and inches. Well, we measure angles in degrees. So the measurement here, we call usually like an angle, let's say A, or actually in this case, it'd be angle B. And those are measured in degrees. So we call this angle ABC, because angle ABC. But sometimes we just call it angle B because this is the vertex point. So we call B the vertex point. Okay, now let's look at how the symbols. So line AB, we write this as AB, the little arrow symbol on both ends, like with the actual tiny line up there. Then line segment with AB, the same symbol as line AB, except without the arrows. And then we draw ray AB with just one arrow on the end. And angle ABC, we could either do it with a little arc through it, or you can just write it like this. They both denote angle ABC. And when you see M angle ABC, it means the measurement of angle ABC. Okay? Now remember, you can always write angle ABC with just the vertex point. So you could just write this as angle B, or angle B. Okay, I hope that helped, and I hope to see you soon.